been a massive reaction here to your appearance, with many, many people this morning saying that they simply don't understand why you wouldn't want to go back to Italy to completely clear your name. So if you could just reiterate for us why you won't be returning.
Well, again, I've already been there for the trial. I've already given my testimony, and so what I could give to the trial has already been done. I can't afford to go back there. I can't. I'm in school, and the major thing is that I was already wrongfully imprisoned in that country, and so the risk of that happening again is enough to dissuade me from being present, and knowing that there's a risk of my not being in the courtroom affecting the outcome. It's a terrifying decision that I have to make, but it's the only one that makes sense.
Amanda, you said you can't afford, financially to go there, but isn't it the case that you got a 3.8 million book deal, and there were accusations at that time of you somehow cashing in on the whole situation? It seems strange if you got that amount of money that you're saying you can't afford to go to Italy.
Well, first of all, cashing in on Meredith's death, that's what I've heard the accusation as being. And what I have been doing is telling my own story, my own experience of what I have gone through. And that is completely different. And then as far as what my financial situation is right now, the $3.8 million book deal that I was able to obtain was, I paid back my parents, I paid back my lawyers, I paid for my agent and my collaborator, all of these elements that lead to me defending myself, and then of course the taxes. And at this point, I have relieved myself of the burden of knowing that my family has suffered and mortgaged their houses and dug deep into their retirements to be able to defend me. So I've been able to pay them back, and now I have to think about how to take these next steps. I have to. I am not sitting on a yacht somewhere. That's not the case.
The money's basically gone. Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry?
The money has basically gone. There is no money left.
Yeah, it's gone all to my defense.
You've said that you've suffered in the past from post-traumatic stress. And you felt suicidal at times. How do you keep going? How have you been able to keep going?
I had a conversation with my boyfriend about this today, because I'm not a religious person, but I did make a very good friend in prison in the chaplain, and he told me that God never forces something upon you that you cannot deal with, and that is not a part of a greater plan. And what I take from that is that what I have gone through has forced me to find the strength that must necessarily exist inside myself. And that's what I'm constantly trying to find day after day. It's not easy. It's a constant struggle, and this whole process has mutated over time. There have been different struggles that I've had to deal with, I've been hunted. I'm being hunted down, and I am trying to fight back now that I have the opportunity, and that's doing a lot to help me psychologically deal with all of this.
Well, I want to talk to you a lot more, obviously, about the future. We'll leave it there just now, and after the break, I will be asking what she's going to say to Meredith Kercher's family. And after 8:30, Amanda's parents are going to be joining us as well.
And we'll get a look